Welcome back to the Global Championship. Before the break, we saw Charlie Martin get the better of Joe Croft by 4 legs to 2. That was in our 6th game of the evening session. Match 7's about to get underway, and it sees Gary Stone and Marvin van Velzen go toe-to-toe on the hockey. Both players have won both their matches so far, but somebody's O has got to go. One player will be looking to complete the card towards the tail of their evening. Somebody else will not be out of proceedings, but they would have seen Charlie Martin before the break pick up his first 2 points. And so there'll be a couple of players that they'll have to precariously look over the shoulder for. But these two have been the standout players. In particular, Gary Stone, 2 averages in excess of 90 so far this evening. He looks like he's banished the woes of Group A very, very quickly. And now looking to hammer home in this Group B against a man who was, for so long, his biggest rival in Group A, Marvin van Velzen. These two were pushing all the way towards the line against one another. But a 2-horse race became a 3-car sprint. And it was the car from behind that sprinted forward, put his foot on the accelerator and crossed the finishing line as these two just eased up a little bit. And that was Adam Mould, who's, I'd say, putting his feet up, but has been spending the whole day working. These two at their particular office and now looking to put in the hard yards here.
Yeah, the particular meeting between these two I'm interested was the third one where Van Velzen beat Stone 4-1 on Wednesday. Marvin having a little wry smile and Gary Stone and finding the funny side there of that bounce out. And that's what happens if they all stay in. But yeah, this particular game was a 4-1 win in favour of Marvin. And when Gary Stone misses out on legs one,
81.
Just one leg, wasn't it? Or was it 2 legs? It was 2 legs. Going down 4-1 to Marvin was probably the turning point in the evening for him, and the afternoon for him. So
26.
I'm sure Gary wants to repay the favour here to Marvin, but
60. Marvin
trying to float one over the top there, Stone, but 55 for Van Velzen. Nicely done on the big number. Double 10, back down the side, and nicely done on the double 10, and that'll give him a little bit of confidence once more. Although he is 2-1 up.
Second, got it through first.
2-1 to the good on Gary Stone this week already anyway. Nothing to worry about just yet. Gary Stone knows that. He's now got the darts. Oh, he gets him to stay in this time.
As soon as that first dart hit the treble bed, there was nothing else other than a maximum that was going to be called by Paul Higgs. Van Velzen follows up in kind.
No. Say nothing. No. Leave it. Told you. It's because you said something.
Well, Marvin's on a 9.
93.
They're both on a 9. They're both on a 9. No, I thought that was where you were going. Just leave it.
Marvin van Velzen hits a 9 darter in this leg. In an alternate universe.
81.
If we're in Back to the Future, we need the flux capacitor to take us back so that he can have those 3 darts again.
Trust me, if I could go 84. In a Back to the Future time DeLorean, I would go back and change so much.
No, you wouldn't, because if we found a DeLorean, we'd buy it, we'd go halves on it and sell it for a fortune.
Oh, we could do that.
140. Got to 144.
144 for Stone. And when the first dart sits like that, you expect the second to go. It does. Double 12.
132. Marvin, your car, 100.
Inside. And the crime for Gary could be missing a dart for a dozen darter. Because Van Velzen's looking at a ton and he's looking for a 2-0 lead. Went tops, unable to
40.
find.
Got your car, 12.
It was around about this time last Thursday that this group really caught
Yeah,
fire
he's
with that
on the
match
second
between
leg,
Darryl
Gary
Pilgrim
Stone.
and Bradley Brooks. And you get a sense that this contest could
Third leg,
really
Marvin, just
go
through
up a
first.
few
Game
gears and
on.
possibly go beyond the 100 mile an hour and 100 average mark.
Yeah, great shout, mate. You're absolutely right. The blue touch paper has been lit. And the thing is, because they played each other 3 times previously, there's no airs and graces about the game. They know what each other's all about this week. And they're just going to be throwing haymakers at one another. And there's another 2 haymakers thrown.
It's the second consecutive leg where both players have kicked off a maximum. We're a leg and a half
96.
into the beginning of the third leg of this match, and we've already seen 5 180s. We're not going to add another one here. But what a contest we're being treated to.
140.
Gary Stone here, averaging 108.91. Marvin van Velzen, 110.73. This has been delightful. This has been beautiful. It's been wonderful, magnificent, majestic. Say the adjective, it's probably right.
There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Where have you been seeing averages like that tonight? Not too many
91.
places, I can tell you.
Marvin 45.
Well, this has been magical. This is for an 11 darter to establish his lead at 2-1. But Van
Fine.
Velzen cannot
Daniel
get his nose in front
90.
again, and Stone may just only get a dart of the bullseye. Better than that. 2 at double 15. As close as you could get without finding. 2 as close as you
60.
could get without finding.
Marvin
He can hardly
40.
believe that he hasn't found the target there.
Well, when you have a good look like that, you're definitely questioning the referee, but Hinksy was right on it there. No VAR needed. Out is out. It wasn't over the line.
From the excellent scoring
20.
to the jangling
Daniel
nerves
Carr,
of
30.
not being able to complete the leg.
Wow, indeed, Gary Stone. Wow, indeed. Double 4.
26.
It's another one on the
Marvin
wire.
Carr 20. Getting shown the third leg, Marvin van
It's one of
Velzen.
those situations. You give me enough goes, Gary, I'll get it.
Forfeit Gary to third first. Game on. $81.
But what you hope is the missed doubles at the end of the previous leg doesn't detract from what has been
137.
otherwise a stupendous contest. The scoring has been elite.
85.
6 maximums. And for Gary Stone, 3 other visits to 2 trebles or more, and 3 other visits which have seen just 1 treble scored.
57.
It's been a super watch, hasn't it?
60.
I question that dart at the bullseye there at that moment. I understand kind of why, but then when you throw the third dart and it doesn't find its designated area, it feels like a dart given away then to me.
$95. Marvin Carr
And Van
127.
Velzen punished that Gary Stone visit where he went for the ball there as well.
$85.
Sometimes that happens. That's not a natural thing that you would stay there and stay up. But because Stone was on 180, Van Velzen was sort of like gambling to say, no, I'm going to stay straight. And he didn't stay straight.
40.
So ends
Marvin
up on
Carr,
42.
42.
But which way is he going? 10 or a 6? No, he's going 2.
Getting shot on the
And that's
fourth
the
leg.
reason
Marvin
why.
van
What do I
Velzen.
know?
Well, Marvin van Velzen has got the break
Looks like
and
Marvin
throw.
is
He
through
leads
first.
3-1.
Game on.
He's hit 5 maximums in this game. In fact, we've seen 7 across the course of the contest. The most we've ever seen in a match in this building is 9. It was a match between Chris Gilliland and Luke Littler, perhaps not
59.
a surprise.
$96. $84.
Max number
180.
8 of this incredible contest. If this goes all the way, it could well be the first game in this building that sees double digits in terms of 180s.
60.
Both players, in terms of their power scoring, have found their
100.
range tremendously. Stone leaving himself on a finish after 9 against the Van Velzen throw. He's going to get a look at the 1-2-5. Van Velzen needs a 2 treble turn here to leave himself on a finish.
76. Garioka 125.
But he needed 2 big trebles to do that. Doesn't have to go 25 bull. With Van Velzen not on a finish. But if he was forced to do
85.
so, he would have had the perfect lie in which to do so. He's left himself on tops after 12 to get the break back, to return the match to throw at 3-2, and he'd then have the darts to take us all the way.
58. Garioka 40. Getting shot on the fifth leg. Gary Stone.
Really good game, this. 95 averages
Six leg Gary
a
to throw
piece.
first. Game on. $45.
I suppose we can say that this is a record for an ADC
45.
Global Championship match of 180s.
Yeah, it's one of those where you've got to be really careful about how you skew the statistics. Definitely for the global. We're going to skew it in the positive light, Scott. This is a record-breaking match. This is a record-breaking match. And no players hit 6 180s in a global championship match. Although Sunday's final,
60.
just because of the sheer nature of the format, we've never played anything that long before. I think that 180 record will be broken.
140.
I think you're possibly right, mate. Stone had a 1 dart there to reset the record here for the ADC Global Championship.
180.
Marvin doesn't make the mistake. He takes it to 9.
6 of the very best for Marvin van Velzen.
137.
And now he's on the cusp of victory. A 4-2 success. It will keep up his 100% record for the night.
77. Garioka 122. 90.
Nice last start from Stone there. He now sits there and wonders, will he come back? This is in the Van Velzen territory. Not this time. So it's looking like
57.
we're
Garioka
going
32.
all the way with this one.
To the wire.
28.
Well, it's the wires that could come back to cost
82.
Gary Stone because he's missed 3 darts to take us all the way. And so Marvin van Velzen to bring the curtain down on what has been a classic match. He's looking at 82 to win 4-2. He's hit 6 180s in this match. His scoring has been nigh and immaculate. And now he looks at the bullseye to win.
35.
Not to be on this
Garioka
occasion, so
4.
Stone comes back for 4. This is Harming the early door average here for this match.
Game shot on the sixth
So
leg.
we go down the
Stone.
last. It's advantage Van
So the
Velzen
final
because
leg,
he had
Marvin,
to
you go
darts, but
first.
sometimes
Game
when you've won leg number 6, you have the momentum. The next 6 darts will tell us roughly which way this is going.
140.
That was almost number 7. It's been a scoring clinic, this, for
96.
Marvin Van Velzen.
Yeah, it really has.
He's hitting more 180s in this game than most players hit in a daily campaign.
81.
And the thing is, he may hit 6 180s in this game, but he could lose the contest
85.
by the same token.
You're getting to the point in the leg where you're trying to make sure you've had your 6 darts loose now. Now it's time to accelerate in the middle of the leg, and
81.
Stone needed a double treble visit there to trouble Van Velzen, but he does keep him under pressure. And 180 now from Van Velzen would be divine.
121.
But that stray last start means that Van Velzen's left on 99.
$134. Mothercar 99.
Surely he'll go 57 route here. Tops. For the 3rd time he's tried this evening.
79.
It almost
Mothercar
came off 3rd
105.
time lucky.
Well, Gary Stone has been hanging around the periphery in this match. He's been watching on as Marvin Van Velzen scores masterfully, but he could bring this game to a finish if he can
65.
find tops.
Mothercar
But just
20.
too high. A double that's been on a string all evening, but when he needed it the most, it hasn't come up trumps. And so Marvin Van Velzen comes back for double 10 to bring to a close a classic in this building. Gary Stone's had a chance to win it. He's on his knees. But it's
Game
Van
shot on the match,
Velzen
Marvin Van Velzen.
who sinks that double 10 and is feeling chipper at the top of the table. He wins an absolute classic. 6 maximums to his name and 6 points to his name in the group. MVV is becoming the MVP in this group. What a contest. Scoring from the gods.